Hi everybody, it's Ethan, also known as Mr. EMC, and I know I technically announced this yesterday, as of when I'm recording this, but welcome to my 750 subscriber special, which is my director's commentary of Kick-Ass, the comic dub, the movie, and Hit Girl Episode 1. First of all, I'd like to say thank you all for getting me to this milestone. Been pretty crazy all these past few years getting me to this point. I'm surprised I did, because when I first started Kick-Ass, it's just basically... Actually, I'm going to save that sort of thing for when I actually start this. So basically, I'll be playing the whole hour 14:45, and also the extra 14 minutes. So you're more than welcome to... You don't have to watch this if you'd like, but if you'd like to, thank you so much for engaging with my content. So we're going to get started on this right now. And yeah, no face camera or all that, because I don't really want to be bothered. Basically, it's supposed to be like one of those like little director's commentary movies that you see when you like open up a DVD thing, and then you're like, oh, director's commentary, what's this? And you listen to the old guys talk for like an hour and a half while you're watching the movie, and you're really confused, like, why are these dudes talking? Except now, instead of an old man, I'm like 20 years old. I'm old if you think I am. You better not. Anyways, back to what I was doing. So, let's get this party started.
Hey everybody, it's Ethan, aka Mr. EMC.
Man, my voice was... Thank you all so much for this isn't even that long ago. This is like a year and a half.
Support that you are able to show for my
I was a lot more chipper.
That I make.
I've grown down.
Subscriber special. I have created the video that you're currently watching. Well,
I was very chipper.
And as usual, the following is a non-profit fan-based comic dub.
The disclaimer was definitely like a Team 4-star thing, because a Team 4-star like idea. Because with the other disclaimers, I actually was able to actually I'm gonna turn this down just a little bit more so I don't fuck myself over with my own talking. But the disclaimers, since all the disclaimers were voiced by different people, that's kind of where I was going with that, because all the other disclaimers in Team 4-star, like Dragon Ball Z, Hellsing Ultimate Bridge, they're all voiced by different people. I remember rewatching the movie, and like this monologue is nearly word for word at the beginning of like the Matthew Vaughn movie. Matthew Vaughn? It is Matthew Vaughn.
Come on, be honest with yourself.
Oh my god, the fucking voice changing.
Plan to be a superhero at some point in our lives.
My voice quality was so bad. I'm actually kind of... That was me. That was actually me. I forgot about that.
Wing to manual. I said wing to manual. Ah!
I think that was the voice actor for Big Daddy. I think I was able to get him to do that.
By the way, that was just some Armenian guy with a history of mental health problems who read about me in the New York Post.
And that is me not being able to scream in my own house, lest I confuse my neighbors.
Isn't what I had in mind when I first pull-bombed the mask.
It's like the whisper screaming, which is interesting. Man, I'm getting flashbacks to being able to recording these. I was using oh, then that's the voice of Johnny G. That's the. I was using such a shitty microphone. I was using like this old microphone that my dad stole from his work, and then until my mom got me sorry, the music. Oh damn. I remember when I first listened to this song, I'm like, this is perfect. Like, this is I used this in the teaser, and I'm like, I have to use this for the first episode. And I did. And now it's here. Eccentric behavior. I remember when I finally actually got to come up with titles for these episodes. That was actually kind of hard for some of them. Episode 6, I think, was the hardest. Most people my age, I really exist. That was a text. I'm gonna turn that on silent.
Snow Patrol, Heroes, and the movies of Ryan Reynolds.
Everyone knows the movies of Ryan Reynolds.
My bedroom door, and you would probably have found me downloading my favorite television show.
Looking back on this now, I'm a little surprised at how many transitions I used.
And your husband works in the prison service.
Something wrong, David?
No, I'm just saying. I'm sorry. Naturally, I like girls
God.
my own age too, like Kitty Duma, who used to sit behind me. My best friend Todd said she talked about me all the time, but I'm not sure how accurate this information was. I knew she played tennis at the local club and hung out there one Saturday, hoping to strike up some friendly conversation.
Man, I thought I was like some visionary genius with like some of these things.
Katie, I didn't know you were a member.
Yes, you did, you fucking stalker.
Oh, this voice actor, this is Nola Klopp, and like I remember looking after
What?
like when she did the voice, I'm like, she's an established voice actress. She makes her living off this, and she auditioned for my project.
Just an ordinary guy.
Oh my god, the sad guitar, because he's just so sympathetic. He's not. If you sympathize with this version of David Luzuski, that's not good. I hope for a little. I will avenge you, mother. That was one of my favorite lines to do.
More like feeling numb and
And that's my friend Ben. Ben, if you're still watching this, thank you so much for all the work you did for this.
It was time to move on, but he was still so in love that he'd never even think about another woman. He ate the same meal every night, talked about my non-existent plans for the future, and then
But yeah, with Nola Klopp, I was like genuinely surprised when I was like looking at him. Like, she's like an established voice actress. I'm actually like really surprised that like she. Oh, this is an old. This is a guy's voice acted by an old friend of mine. I don't talk to him much anymore, but I forgot he was in this show. I forgot he was in this.
what works on the page doesn't always work on the screen.
Uh,
asshole. Case in
And then there's the character with the red hair. That's Johnny. He's
is this clown on, Dave? The web shooters would have worked in the
like there's
high
no.
school nerd develops miracle webs, even
He doesn't actually have anything like this. The character with red hair, he's in one scene, has one line, and he's never seen again.
X-Men is. This stuff makes Buffy look like shit. And I say that as
I want to watch Buffy at some point.
What's interesting is how obsessive I got around exam time, downloading whatever I couldn't afford to buy and spending every spare moment on the comic book message boards. I don't remember the exact moment the career plan struck me. It might have been gradual, as opposed to one lightning bolt realization. But somewhere between my history and English midterms, I finally knew what I wanted to do with my life. The sense of vocation.
It is kind of interesting seeing like the whole concept of
Why do you think
real life superheroes being brought into a comic, but also, granted, it's also like completely like not glorified. What's like the opposite of glorified? Villainized?
isn't impossible?
Which is ironic considering it's like a what was that? Vilify. Thank you. Also, my girlfriend's here. Say hi, girlfriend.
My girlfriend.
she's not going to be commentating with me, but she'll give her commentary occasionally. But yeah, like it's like considering it's like Mark Miller, he like vilified it, glorified it. It's not a term, it's not a word, but like it's Mark Miller.
To be about money? Jesus, man.
Oh,
why do
man.
people want to be Paris Hilton?
Honestly, I've nearly like lost what I'm like. I've nearly lost like things to say, and I just want to watch it.
shit out of us now.
I was right, and the whole world seemed increasingly nonsensical.
Why train
My
for
God.
years to do a job you bitched about every day? Didn't it make more sense to
The-
follow your dreams and maybe do a little good at the same time?
I feel like
Wanna be a lawyer?
looking back on this now,
Goddamn
there's so much like I was like trying to get like this sort of
I want a mind to be
I don't know what was I trying to do with this scene. I was trying to like make him a lot more heroic than he actually is, but it's just kind of like
nothing.
you're adding all of these like heroic things to the point where it's like you're mocking the character. That's what I did in the last episode. We'll get to that when I have. It's one of my favorite scenes of the show.
Not gonna go very far without this. You sure you're okay?
Totally. I just felt a little sick in school today.
Man, I just want. I'm just like stuck watching. I don't have anything else to talk about. This.
See if I can sleep it off.
Well, see you in the morning, kid.
I love you.
Love you too.
There were a lot of different like inaccuracies with the it was actually kind of interesting what I was able to do because I edited this thing through iMovie. This was an iMovie production. All of the things were. I edit using iMovie. People will mock me for that, rightfully so, because it's iMovie. It's not meant for these sort of things.
I realized how far off the mark
Oh man.
been.
These with this voice quality, this is kind of like when I had to realize like, oh, I didn't record this right, and I had to record this with my parents in the house, so I had to be like quieter. Wasn't able to use my full voice.
Loneliness and despair. You are fucking awesome.
Oh man, I can't wait to record this because like I have been wanting to do a remaster for this for a long time, and now once I'm getting closer to 1,000 subscribers, I'll be actually able to do this.
I know it's ancient superhero tradition, but you can't appreciate how exciting it is until you've sat through.
Man, I miss voice acting. I need to do more voice acting. It was just fun to do.
Gym, and I managed to build some real muscle with a high-protein diet of red meat and fish. Evenings were spent coming up with cool superhero names, and for a short
Well, this was enough.
I was feeling so
Bad Night, Nasty Ass, Nightwalker. These are horrible names. Kick-Ass isn't much better, honestly, but it's whatever.
fantasizing would only cut it for so long.
Like a murderer. Oh, does he serious? I just realized That's what he wants to like compare himself to. He wants to compare himself to a murderer.
What the hell is my opening line?
Hey, what the fuck you looking at?
Oh shit.
I said, what the fuck you looking at, asshole?
I don't know.
These were other voice actors I was able to get.
Words just came out.
Actually, no, these were some of the other people that were already working.
Momo's making a mess.
Ah, yes.
What the fuck did he say?
Oh, I forgot. There's a lot of slurs in this because it's fucking Mark Miller. Of course there is.
I'm not high. Just pissed off with guys.
Where the
like
fuck did he
you.
get that? Because it looks like he's attached. I just realized, like, it looks like it's behind his, like, oh shit. Oh my god, I have the most embarrassing story. I showed this scene.
You little fucking faggot.
Oh, god. That's that. Anyways, I showed this scene to my college class once for some reason. And look at this thing. He's getting the shit kicked out of him. He's getting the shit kicked out of him. Slurs are being thrown around. Why did I ever think this was a good idea to show this to my college class? I was not a smart kid. This was like 2 years. This was 2 years ago. I'm still not as smart as I am. But seriously,
His guts hanging out was an unusual sight in those innocent times.
unusual sentences.
Can't really blame them for driving on.
Oh. Ooh, I showed this to some of my friends.
Oh my god, shut up. Just keep driving.
I showed this to some of my friends. They were thoroughly creeped out. Oh, I was proud of that. Being able to, I made someone like cringe from that. I wonder if this would definitely get demonetized because this is bloody as shit.
My dad was going to
That's a good
kill
point.
me.
And we're on to episode 2. Boop, boop. All right, no disclaimers because I don't know. I need to do that.
Dave?
Oh shit, I thought to myself. How the hell did I end up here?
I was kind of proud of that, being able like to filter all these into weird things. Ooh, that was cool.
Bastard with a car. Couldn't move my toes. Christ, I couldn't even feel my legs. Fucking Mercedes had crippled me and
Ooh.
oh god. Dad being there was the worst thing of all. That meant he knew everything about the costume.
I'm like looking at all this right now, and I'm already having ideas like, oh, how can I do this differently?
How the fuck could I
'Cause-
say what I was doing in a superhero costume?
Oh yeah.
What happened to you, son? What were you doing naked in the street?
Naked?
I forgot about that.
Oh thank god.
Oh, this definitely
Thank god.
the one boot. Oh, the ambulance noise.
Even with a broken back and 2 broken legs, I must have found the strength to lose the tights.
That's kind of shocking how people could do that. The dude's literally broken. He was able to get his clothes off. And how the hell did he find them again? That's my question. The sad music. A lot of these were like non-copyright music because I didn't know what would be done if I used copyright music in these sort of things. Even though I'm not monetized, it's still interesting
If I live to see another
how
day,
I was thinking, oh, I gotta use non-copyright music because I used copyright music eventually. It was fine.
days passed and everyone thought this was just another mugging. I have broken bones, a ruptured spleen, 1 collapsed lung, and head trauma. An ugly old doctor said they'd have to operate again. I just smiled and told them I couldn't remember the first operation.
Shit.
I was sleeping all day and awake all night. My mouth was so dry, but the nurses told me it was only the morphine. Likewise, my mother wasn't.
Oh yeah, this scene.
in my bed.
This was also Nola Klopp. She was actually really willing to
My mom died 2 years ago.
I realized I don't know if you guys could actually hear that well.
Such a selfish boy. Don't you realize that if you die now,
This is also Nola Klopp, and I was actually able to. I'm actually happy I was able to get her to do this. She just doesn't get mom voice.
I'm going to die.
that's what I used to say too.
That's when the penny dropped. That's when I
This
realized
is always
I might
a-
never
this
be
is
myself
just-
again.
Is
What
it
if the next
interesting that I?
operation went wrong?
Oh God.
What if I went up dead or some drooling spastic? I didn't want to stop existing.
Oh jeez,
I didn't want
I
to never
forgot
see
I
Dad
made all
again.
this like this
Fuck, what if I
entire
get reincarnated
nightmare
as something
scene
else?
of like
What if
all
Dave
these.
Wazuski ends here, and I woke up as a slave baby in Eastern
What the
Europe,
hell is-
or a Chinese peasant?
It's a 1 in
There were
3
2 billion
chance.
Chinese people in the world. That's a 1 in 3 chance, right? My biggest fear was coming back as something
I'm blanking.
non-human.
Oh my gosh, what was
What if
it?
I became a spider? What if I was going to be eating flies and
It's
fucking
interesting
other
that I thought
spiders
this
in
was
the
my
next
favorite
life?
comic book for a while, because like this is just like
Please keep me human
this
and
is
I will
such a
burn those stupid
weird.
comics.
Oh, this is getting louder again. I'm sorry about that. But it's interesting that I thought this was my favorite comic for a while, because this is just really weird.
After
4 operations, 2 months of counseling. What counseling when you need?
3 metal plates fit inside my head.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Endless weeks of physical rehabilitation. I realized
Why are there finally no superheroes in the real world?
when I got back home, Dad had turned my bedroom into some kind of mini living room.
Oh.
Everything I needed was right at my fingertips, from comic books to DVDs and an Apple Mac with Wi-Fi.
I rigged this board up so you can do your schoolwork from bed, Dave. Toddy says he'll drop your papers in on his way home every night.
My poor, beautiful, lonely dad. He didn't suspect a thing. I counted all the
Yeah.
cried my
This is also the kind of this is like this feels like a Scott Pilgrim situation, because you see this character that like, and this is just like the character that you absolutely should not like sympathize with, because like he goes through all this shit. He he gets fucking. Oh, Lucas. This is something else. Oh, that's something I'll share later. But yeah.
Stupid adolescent crap that just snatched 6 months.
Yeah, 6 months through like endless hospital shit. He gets he gets battered, he gets beaten, he nearly dies. And he does this. He burns all of it.
Fuck these stupid characters. I will never do that shit again.
And then he walks away.
Who was I kidding?
And this. And this again.
As soon as I was off the crutches,
He's
I was
back in the fucking costume. You cried your eyes out over seeing how much fucking money your dad owes. Yeah, this is an interesting scene. But like he goes through all this shit. He sees the money that his dad owes. He's a single father working like a fucking job with so much overtime. Seriously.
Look, please, just go.
This is such a weird scene. I'm realizing just how weird this comic is, because like all this shit. But yeah, like it's just like
Just leave me alone.
he sees all of this like. That sounds like a beat. That sounds like a fucking like do. That sounds like one of the things you see in the beginning of a TikTok. Like you see him do all this shit. You see he sees the bills that his father owes, and yet he goes back on. He goes back to this. He goes back to just sacrificing life and limb.
They're gonna kill this guy if you don't.
Guys, gotta get over here, quick! There's a guy dressed like a superhero fighting
Oh man,
outside.
it's fucking awesome. And then the music continues. Ooh. So the thing I was talking about with Lucas, the guy who voices Marty, and you'll see it another again. I was in high school at this point. This was like early to late. No, this was late. This was late 2019.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's my friend. That's actually that's my best friend Mark. But
Kicked your ass, asshole. Hey, where the hell are you going? You kidding me?
this guy's fucking nuts.
My teeth were smashed.
Yeah, literally,
Cracked.
like he's getting the shit kicked out of him, and yet he puts his dad through all of this fucking financial debt just so he can continue to be a superhero.
Dude, that was freaking amazing.
It's just.
Are you okay?
That's me, by the way. I wasn't able to get a voice actor, so it just got me.
What did you just say?
Thank you.
Man,
Yeah,
this is so going on. You
that's my best friend Mark. But yeah, since I was in high school at the time, and since I was in theater, a lot of the voice actors in this video, a lot of the voice actors in this project were kids I went to high school with. They were all like different actors. They'd be like, "Hey, do you want to be a part of this? Do you want to be a part of this?" And they said, "Yeah, sure." And they were a part of it. Oh, and that's my best friend. That's one of my friends, Morgan. He's in my D&D group. Oh, I don't like this music, I realize. I know I really should not be redoing this entire series. Oh, I just had that compulsion because of the music, but no, I'm not redoing the entire series. Jane Leno, that's interesting. I feel like they could have done that in the movie. Like, had like little like, hey, look at this guy, kick ass. I don't know how Jane Leno sounds. That was a cool moment. Oh, this was a cool scene. This was a.
You see the news, Mr. Genovese? No, I haven't seen it. Take a look.
Jaded that's the voice actor for Johnny G.
Not another one.
I love him. He's such a good actor for him. Oh, I heard this music in an interesting thing, but I'm not gonna talk about that. The music I was able to grab, some of it was just like really good. A name for yourself. Also these names I was really proud of too.
I swaggered into school with that weird karate confidence all
Oh gosh, all I seem to have.
I didn't actually know karate, but just had
I feel like probably knowing karate would make sure that you wouldn't get your ass beat every single time. Just because you have batons doesn't mean you can like save yourself. Literally, like millions in hospital bills from him, like from his idiocy.
Even Katie Dumo was no match for my
Oh boy.
You seen this kick-ass guy on YouTube?
Oh, yeah. That was awesome. Abigail sent me that last night.
You see that site where Bin Laden said he wouldn't touch us now that we've got this badass?
What?
Yeah, that was
I've-
hilarious.
That wasn't. Someone. Mark Miller wrote that. What the fuck?
Mrs. Zane.
What the fuck? Mrs. Zane
Oh,
was
yeah.
Katie's boyfriend, and she didn't even argue. A few weeks before, she'd have puked her lunch and reached for her rape alarm.
God, someone wrote these lines. I spoke these lines.
Marty Eisenberg.
Oh, hell no. Why would the
Oh, Lucas. Lucas was great. Lucas was a great actor. Lucas is still a great actor. He's great.
Not a good-looking man.
So what's your explanation of the
That's-
separation of interest, Dr. Phil?
Well, I don't want to bring this up. It's really kind of awkward.
This is an interesting scene. All of these scenes can be labeled as interesting. I keep saying that. I forgot about that. The fucking suspenseful horn from iMovie. Of fucking course.
Fuck no.
That was so funny.
But the girls are being really cool about it, especially Katie. You know how
Everyone thinks he's gay. Oh, boo-hoo. Boo him. So sad. A lot of people thought I was gay. I'm not. But a lot of people thought I was gay.
Oh no.
But listen, even if this is true,
Fuck you! Don't even go there! Suddenly it all made sense.
Uh,
Why would the hottest girl in school be interested in a goofy
He is a
clown like
goofy
me?
clown.
I was her sexually
And then the fucking compilation of him hanging out with her. And in the movie, they say that this is okay.
so hot for her that I didn't
Like,
deny it.
they don't. They get together in the movie. He manipulates her. He makes her think that he's. He makes her think that he's gay just so he can have a chance at boning her.
Tried internet dating, but
It's ridiculous. How could they ever think this is okay?
someone through a computer.
Granted, this is like, it's Mark Miller. You're not ever supposed to actually empathize with these characters. Like, if you've read fucking Wanted, for fuck's sake, that's a literal book about supervillains. I've read that book. The movie is infinitely better. The movie is one of my favorite action movies ever. And yet, the comic is just so bad. It's just so... Like, there's a fucking character in that granted, it's a product... No, it's not a product of his time. It's just a product of Mark Miller. There's a character in that book called Fuckway. And it's a superhero with incredibly good powers with Down syndrome. And they name the character Fuckwit. Are you kidding me? No, that's not cool. That's not okay. I don't care if it was the fucking early 2000s. That shit's lame.
Just want you to be safe.
My dad is the coolest guy in the world.
I have so much... And yet I want to buy King of Spies. King of Spies is another Mark Miller thing. Oh, yes.
Dave Lazuski had 8
I think this is the teaser scene, isn't it?
I think that tells you everything you need to know.
This is the teaser scene. I remember this is the first thing. Oh shit.
Okay.
This is the first thing I ever worked on for Kick-Ass. This scene. It's not good. I don't like it, but it's fine.
These things are really far apart.
It was the only thing I could find that's just Dave. I don't know.
Fuck this, I'm walking. I figured that was the comic books in real life.
And then I'd like, no.
Hey, dude!
We love you, you crazy motherfucker!
That is my friend Elena.
Cool.
And those are censored boobs.
People with problems could get in touch, and I could maybe help them out a little. It seemed a more effective way of doing the job than just wandering around on patrol every night.
Yeah.
My
The MySpace thing was actually really smart.
First Street. His ex has been in touch about some crank calls he'd been making, and asked if I could maybe have a talk to him.
Oh boy.
I had 28 different requests in my inbox, but this one really jumped out at me for some reason.
Oh,
Girls sound
that's
nice.
so. Go at me if I sorted this out. Are you fucking kidding me? Ugh. It's fucking scummy. Literally only taking a job because, oh, you might date somebody.
It's a little early for Halloween, man.
Are you Eddie Lomas?
Nah, bitch. I'm his cousin, Marv. Eddie's inside playing Spyro right now.
Playing Spyro.
Come on in so we can see the scuba suit. Motherfucker's gonna laugh his ass off.
It is pretty funny.
Why the hell
Like,
did I stop and think you might not be alone here?
Hell, dude. Trick or treat's still 6
yeah, that was my girlfriend JT.
That's what I said.
Which one of you guys is Eddie?
I'm Eddie. Can't you see from my nice big tits?
Shut the fuck up, Maya.
I forgot about this.
That depends on who you are.
Oh, yeah, I was able to get legitimate footage of Spyro.
Right. Well,
And I got the actual pause sound to like pretend like, oh, he's playing Spyro, and he paused the game.
You threatening me, Dick?
no, I'm just saying you're scaring her, man. I think you should leave her alone.
Or what? The fuck you gonna do about it? You walk in here like you're John fucking Wayne telling me what to do? Well, fuck you, prick. I can call.
This was actually like this was actually a cool scene. Oh, I forgot where this is in the story. I just remembered.
Leave the girl alone.
Or I break your fucking legs. Oh boy. All these dudes smiles.
Is this a joke?
Fucking sprays him.
Fuck! Son of a bitch peppered me.
Kick his ass.
I forgot about that song. Like dunk. Ooh, ouch.
Hold him down.
So fucking dead for this faggot.
I don't know why I. Oh yeah. The voice actress for Arvella. Arvella was the first person to audition for Kick-Ass. Like the very first. And she became, oh my god, that's so fucking gory.
Let's see what you can do.
And she became Hip Girl.
Jesus H. Christ!
She was like John Rambo meets Polly Pocket.
Oh, I forgot. This was
She handled those knives like a fucking surgeon. I still can't believe she was only 10.
this is a Living Tombstone song actually. Like this is one of like the My Little Pony songs that he made. Cause I feel like it would fit considering she's like, well, she's a fucking 10-year-old. She's Carnage. She's like a literal fucking, she's Carnage incarnate. Well, cause like in the movie they have like the banana like a remix of the Banana Split song playing as she's like ripping through everything. I just kind of felt like I was trying to find a good equivalent, and this is the best I could think of. I think I was actually trying to do the Pinky's Beer thing that was like going on TikTok for a while, but I wasn't able to make that fit at all. Well, I know it was before TikTok, but it got repopularized by TikTok.
Get the fuck out of here before the cops show up.
Ah, yes.
We need to talk.
No, we don't.
That's actually kind of a cool. That was actually kind of a cool thing.
High five, hey girl.
The fucking top of the morning to you, ladies. My name is Big Daddy, and I'm about to murder a bitch. Fuck off. The costumes are actually kind of cool. I could probably pull that off. Who knows?
Real deal. I was just a prick in a Halloween costume.
I think that might have been the original name of the what the heck is it?
My fellow man walked back out, leaving 5 dead stiffs.
Oh, I forgot this was a new episode. Oh, and then episode 4. I think some of these I was actually really proud of, because this is obviously like a spin-off of Spider-Man No More, but it's like no fucking more. Obviously I couldn't have swear right there, because it's YouTube. You can have the murder, but you can't have the words.
Eddie's ex-girlfriend, the one who asked me to confront this guy in the first place. What if she thought this was how I solve people's problems?
Fuck!
All 5 murders would be pinned on me. No way I'd be able to stay out of jail. I'd be one of those skinny bitches mafia guys for cigarettes.
This kid overthinks more than I do, I swear.
Mouth. Oh Christ! Don't send me to jail, God! I promise you'll stop this shit for good.
Dave, are you okay?
He's just an absolute liar. He would never stop this because he's a fucking like he's a fucking adrenaline junkie.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
Okay. Well, I finally took your advice and...
Oh, I forgot that the dad's dating is a subplot within itself.
You got a second to check the spelling? You're better at this than I am.
Sure, Dad.
Swim.
It was 24 hours before the killings went public.
24 hours. Long fucking hours.
But as luck would have it, it wasn't even mentioned. Turns out Eddie Lomas was a well-known drug dealer, and the cops said their deaths...
Oh, I just realized I screwed up that line. This is a well-known dealer, not drug dealer.
Delirious is more accurate. But I had to let his ex know what really went down.
Of course.
Just so she knew I had nothing to do with it.
Hell, no need to lie.
And this was actually my friend,
No, you don't understand.
what the heck was it? This was my friend, Haley, actually. She did great. I love Haley. Haley was nice.
Relax, honey. I got you. Cops don't need to know our little secret. You and I never even had this conversation, right?
Right. Our little secret?
Oh, yeah.
That was the last straw.
Every time I hear like the echoey version of it, it's a reminder. I definitely did not voice act. It's not that I didn't voice act well. It's that I voice acted it while other people were in the house.
Them online. The only super people I did find was a weird fetish subculture thing I seemed to be inspiring. Bank clerks and checkout operators, doctors and lawyers all dressed in spandex and swapping pictures on the internet. It was completely fucking insane. And
I don't know what this woman is doing. It's like she's just in the car. Like she's not even dressed up as anything. She's just kind of there.
Hey, I got that box set of Queer as Folk you were looking for.
Awesome.
He literally went so far that he would pretend to like gay drama. I love it.
Sure. Whatever you want.
If a gay man gets sexually aroused by the sight of other men's bodies, does that
This
mean
is
you ever get turned on by
this is such a weird question to ask a dude. Even if he is gay, do you get turned on by your own body? What kind of a fucking question is that? You don't just ask someone that. No one. I keep forgetting that this is a Mark Millar comic, and no one in these stories are redeemable people.
I'm not being gay. I'm being metrosexual.
Metrosexual.
Metrosexual? Only gay.
That was a much different comic.
Couples have a funny story about how they got
Oh yeah, interesting thing. In the original, and the print that I found on wherever I found it, I'm not going to be disclosing. Todd was labeled as Marty, and Marty was labeled as Todd. So I had to go in and actually edit it to make sure that the line was right.
I had to give it up. I couldn't wear that mask again after coming so close to being framed for those murders.
Granted, he didn't come close at all. He was overthinking it. No one actually knew.
Actually, it's quite an interesting premise. The idea is
Oh yeah. Chris Genovese actually had a line in this scene, but I took it out because the voice actor for Chris, Ruben, has a really distinct, recognizable voice. So if you heard that, and then if you heard Chris's line here, and then Chris's line, and then you heard Red Mist's voice, you automatically connect the two. And I wanted to have some sort of mystery as to who Red Mist was, even if you've seen Kick-Ass the movie. Honestly, that was made for people who haven't seen Kick-Ass, just in case there's any differences. Oh, and that's my friend Max. Max is great. I love Max.
Two people.
are inconclusive, but it's the same weapon used in the harbor killing, sir. The one time
Then
our
we got
cameras caught
a picture.
Nobody sees that. You understand? We'll be a fucking laughing stock if people find out that we're being picked
Oh,
apart
Gangster
by a
Beat.
couple of
This was the
clowns
best song that I could
superhero
find for this
monsters.
scene. It's such a catchy
Who are
scene.
these people? Why the fuck are they targeting me like this?
Nobody knows, Johnny. It's like they dropped out of the sky.
What about this kick-ass kid?
And there's Nate. Thank you, Nate.
Got anything to do with these people?
Gigante?
Nah, he's just some ass.
Oh, this was a dude that I actually found on a server that he was willing to share his voice with. This interesting. Vic Gigante is actually he's a character in Hit Girl, and I was casting for him, and I think I found a voice, but I don't know for sure. That'll be something when I actually get to Hit Girl.
I want 2 bullets in their skulls, and those skulls delivered to my office. You hear me? I want a fucking plan
Put together. Absolutely, Mr. G.
Where the hell's Cheeto anyway?
Oh, a little sound glitch.
Thanks for the information, Cheeto. You've been very helpful.
So now I gotta go, right?
It's really quiet, I just realized. I'm gonna turn this up a little bit higher.
You ain't gonna fuck me over here, are ya?
Oh, and there's Aiden. Love Aiden. I love that little devious smile.
Oh man, no way. Come on.
You know how hard it was to find
Fuck around, man.
a car crushing sound effect? I don't even know what I was able to do. Like, I don't know whether I found like a trash compactor, but like, I don't even remember like how, like what sort of voice.
What a fucking douche.
I'm actually surprised I was able to get that synced up. Oh.
Remember those assholes I told you?
Oh, interesting. I didn't. There was no black to white cut because this is a new episode.
Well, one of them went public and was really fucking me off. He called himself the Red Mist, and the reason I hated him is because
He's
he
because
was
overnight literally how he was
I've
too.
been lying low since the Eddie Lomas murder, but he was out there taking down drug dealers and people traffickers and all these Russian mobsters. The cops loved him, the media loved him, and even the bloggers were kissing his ass. Colossus 82 in the news roundup.
Colossus 82.
Corona version of what Kick-Ass used to be. 6 weeks ago, I was Hero Season 1. Now, as far as the net was concerned, I was Season fucking 2. Who saved that guy from those Puerto Ricans, Colossus 82? How quickly?
Yeah, literally the first thing that happened.
Actually, it's the most stupid thing I ever saw. Red Mist is greater than Kick-Ass? What age are you, man? 10?
People just like taking sides, Dave. Is Batman cooler than Superman? Is Bourne better than Bond?
Bond is definitely better than Bourne, and I've never, granted, I've never seen any of the Bourne movies, but if I've seen those, I've seen the filmography. That shit's crazy.
Whether this guy was working with that big special forces kind of dude who was running around with his crazy daughter. The obvious answer was yes, but why was he such an attention whore when they worked undercover? It's whatever. I couldn't sit back and let him steal.
It's interesting knowing why he was actually able to get all that shit done, because that shit was staged.
Been so safe since Giovanni. Why couldn't I have been around in the shit heap era?
Hey, what are you looking at?
Sorry. I just heard a lot of noise and wanted to check if this is all.
Why was this a scene? Why was this a scene?
Get the fuck out of here.
Such a weird scene to add in. If I ever remade like the entire series, I'd definitely get rid of that scene. That's such a weird scene to have in.
Who was this guy? And why was I suddenly number 2?
And? Oh, I forgot about this. I'll explain this in a second. You know, actually, no. I'll explain this now. This is the scene. This is the theme song to America's Next Top Model. Because they're watching America's Next Top Model. Of course they had to. But also, I mean, granted,
Stressed out?
like, if you think about it, the song fits considering, like, what he wants to do with this, like, sort of, this episode. He wants to be on top again, because Red Mist is now on top. You want to be on top? Yes, I want to be on top. I want to be back to being number 1, because everyone...
Never actually had a gay
And now he's, like...
I just don't know how
now he's, like, he's faking wanting worry about coming out. Shut up, Dave. I don't... he gets his desserts later. And this is the weirdest line in the movie.
Honesty is rarely the best policy, believe me.
Honesty would mean telling her right there.
That I got a 7-inch boner pressed against her shoulder. My private life is shit again. It's red.
Funnily enough, I remember someone comment. There's actually a comment on this video being like 7-inch, being like just confused as to why that was mentioned.
Crazy bitch! I did that months ago.
Ah, my peeking. Love that.
Version of the bat signal. That's exactly what I called it, man. No way was I sitting back and taking this. Email read, mister, if you got a problem, huh?
Well, I've got a fucking problem.
Come on. Don't tell me you're gonna be late on top of everything else.
Kick-ass?
Well, look who it is. Where the hell do you get off saying you made up that webpage shit?
Oh, jeez. Listen, you would not believe how much they misquoted me, man. I actually name-checked the hell out of you to those reporters.
What?
Seriously. It's all superhero thing.
Honestly, I would not be surprised if he's like straight up lying. That he actually did tell him exactly what he wrote, and he's lying to him saying, "Oh, they misquoted me." Because this is Chris Genovese. Like, spoiler alert. I mean, if you've seen this, you know what he's doing. But like, that's Chris Genovese. He's like he's a part of it, and he's definitely like, "Oh, they misquoted me, man." And when he actually told them, "Yeah, I came up with all this all myself." The 21st century version of the bat signal, honestly.
I don't know. I didn't get much sleep last night, and holy shit! Is this for real?
I'm kind of proud with how I was able to blend that with how quick it is. But the Mistmobile is pretty sick, honestly. It is pretty cool looking.
It's fucking awesome.
He is a cooler version of Kick-Ass. If he wasn't such a horrendous douche, and also evil.
No, thanks.
I realize he's so. It's so quiet. I realize.
Say, you're not what I expected.
I just realized how quiet he is.
Russian guys? Oh, my cousin was day one of the captains, and he used to get high and tell me shit.
Yeah, more lies. More lies.
Fuck up, but that's all I needed to make a name for myself.
So,
name
you
for himself.
Didn't kick their asses like it said on TV?
Hell no. You seen the size of those fuckers?
That's when I realized. That's when I knew this guy had nothing to do with Big Daddy and Hit Girl and all that crazy shit that went down. He was an asshole. Just like me.
You like Danny Elfman?
I love Danny Elfman.
And I suddenly found my new best friend.
Yeah. You know, this is actually
70 years of comic book suddenly.
I had to think about he's playing Danny Elfman. What would he want? And of course he has to play the fucking Batman theme. They're literally on patrol. This is actually. I think this was actually one of the first pieces of copyrighted content.
Skanky babes at 3 o'clock, dude.
Oh,
yeah, this was the first piece of copyrighted content that I had in
this is
in Kick-Ass, and this got me my first copyright claim. Thankfully, no strikes, so my channel isn't at risk at all. But if I ever get monetized, I can't monetize this episode, which sucks. But it's fine.
What the?
Our first emergency was something else entirely.
And
Guys, oh thank God, yeah.
Oh,
this lady
I'm pretty sure it's my friend Justin.
Right up there
A lot of these people were back home, back in where I was from. Hey, there's Mark.
Shit. What are we gonna do? We don't have
training for this kind of stuff.
What are you talking about?
And there's Elena in there with her perfect. I used to bring kids into a practice room in the back, and I would have them record. It was not great installation, but it worked.
There's a kid up there. No way I'm just gonna stand around.
And then, it's interesting that this is actually a reverse.
His name is Charlie Kick-Ass. My baby's name is Charlie.
This is a reverse how it was in the movie.
Let's sneak out back. The fireman will be here soon anyway.
And that lady's kid could be dead by then.
Because in the movie, Kick-Ass is like, "What are we doing? Why do we want to go? We can't. We're not going to the burning building." And he wants to go in. Granted, he thinks his father's in danger because in the movie, the fire is
What age is this kid again?
Mother didn't say. He could be a baby for all we know.
Oh,
you check
man.
the bedroom, and I'll look in here. He may have crawled behind something.
The coughing was an interesting touch.
Oh man, I don't friggin' believe this.
You got him?
It's a kitten, dude. Look, Charlie's
I
a
said
fucking
this
kitten.
line.
That lady must be retarded or something.
Shit. What we do now?
I don't know. Let me think for a second. Maybe we could.
Oh, fuck.
It was actually a really good sound effect I was able to find. The sound effects I was able to find for ooh, that was actually really good Batman music.
God, I'm back.
Are you okay?
I'm gonna fucking die here, man.
What?
The door's blocked, the window's boarded shut, and we're gonna fucking die, and all for a stupid cat.
I'm sorry.
Oh, editing.
Get these idiots out of here!
Outside, the crowd went absolutely nuts.
Oh, I wish I had like
Especially
a
when
like a
the kids
cheering.
back to that big, fat,
I
crazy
should have
baby.
added like a little bit of
Look
like
on
a
her face
cheering
was a
sound
moving
effect, because like
moment.
they're going
This
wild,
was
they need to
Superman
scream, they
catching
need
a
to,
helicopter.
you know,
They destroyed the Death Star. Everyone had goosebumps and people were in fucking tears. Of course, we promised the cops we'd quit this shit.
It was way too late to get
sensible now.
That's like the motto of this.
Side
It's
by
way
side
too late
with
to get
brains of
sensible
the
now.
world
That's
and
like the
Marvel
slogan of
stuff.
this entire thing.
That meant CNN,
NBC,
Letterman, Leto.
Who's Craig?
and
I don't know. I do
Ferguson.
not know who Craig Ferguson
How the hell
actually is.
could I even consider throwing away the best thing that ever happened to me?
Mr. Genovese?
I know.
I'm fucking watching it.
2 million hits on Google, 100,000 friends on MySpace, superhero chat rooms filling up with kick-ass and red mist wannabes. We were rock stars, lifestyle gurus.
And this
pop
is all
culture
gonna go away
icons
in like
dishing
10
out
minutes
advice on
because
everything
it's
from
50
coffee
minutes of
designs to
it's 50 minutes of
relationships.
fame. It's like literally two
can't
dudes.
believe
It's
how
like
much
two
we
dudes
screwed
saving
it
stuff,
all up.
saving a burning building in their
Save the
costumes.
Fucking cat. Big deal.
What the hell?
Let's see
Yeah, you do against the mob. Michelangelo, the or Gentleman Wolf as he used to be known. He was a good voice actress. He's also very quiet in this.
Getting shot hurt?
Only for a second. The force of the bullet will take you right off your feet. But it's
It's
really
no
no
more painful than a punch in the chest.
But I hate getting punched in the chest.
Arvella is like a
You'll be
Arvella's a great voice actress. Oh, shot his child, but she's fine.
See, that wasn't so bad.
Says you.
Kevlar crying more than you are, baby.
I don't get the Kevlar crying thing, but oh well.
Don't be scared with them scrawny, junky asshole pulling 45. What do we do when junkie pull the 45?
Knife and
I should have like.
Now, that's
This is I'm now realizing just how quiet this is,
we'll go get ourselves an ice cream sundae.
and I don't even think turning on my own volume will do anything. But yeah. Ooh, I forgot how good this music is. And this was actually kind of an interesting one, having Hit Girl voice it.
To say my childhood has been unconventional.
I think this was basically like a pilot for
probably
Hit Girl,
be pretty
like of like
accurate.
learning more about
Where most
learning about her
girls my
story.
age are cooing over brats or my scene dolls, I asked Santa for an M16 and a pair of silver knuckle dusters.
Knuckle dusters.
Awesome. Other girls beg for a new pair of Heelys. I am begging Dad for a pearl-handled switchblade. Ooh, I like that one, Daddy. We eat lamb's heart for breakfast, chops for lunch.
Kiss
a
my
big plate of
cop.
liver for dinner every night. I don't need toys. I don't need friends. I don't need school.
Why did I
Dad
have that
tells me
after?
everything I need to know.
It's interesting that she has like so much faith in her dad.
What well-known rifle?
Eugene Stoner's AR-10, of course. Now give me a hard one.
Daniel Koga hit Brit patent for his revolver in 1835.
When did he get his American patent?
Easy again, February 20th.
Why? I was thinking about this. Why is there... The Wilhelm! I forgot to include a Wilhelm in this.
Clinton Eastwood Jr.
Ooh. I forgot about this one, of him just kicking the shit out of him. That was actually kind of a cool little moment.
Oh, that's easy.
Continue.
A fucked up prick who'll march for the right to murder babies. But hold candlelight vigils for serial killers.
Interesting political
Nice job, by the
commentary. Again, no comment.
As long as I can remember.
Oh, I remember I cut that, so it ended right there.
One time we stayed in a place for 6 whole weeks, but we always up sticks once the neighbors see our faces. We change our names like we change our clothes. The only constant being that big steel case Daddy clutches with a vice-like grip. He's never told me what's in that case, but it basically pays for
It's
everything.
interesting that, like, if they change their name so much, what, like Mindy McCready is her name, but, like, why?
What is it?
I don't know.
A pocket laser?
No, honey. As far as I'm aware, pocket
This
laser.
only exists in those comic books you like so much. It,
Bummer.
knowing,
What
like,
do we do when we're done?
oh man, knowing what he actually is,
No, done killing the bad guys. Done avenging mom.
like, knowing, like, what Big Daddy actually is as a character, which is a liar, and also a dude. He pays for all the stuff with comics. That's impressive to say the least. Like vintage versions of comics.
Now you know how I feel about strangers. I'm cool with the costume.
Oh, because I want this to be fun. I want this to be fun. You're teaching your daughter to murder. And the fact that she's finding that fun is terrifying. This girl's gonna go through therapy like no fucking other. Back in present
Big
day.
Daddy and Hit Girl enlisting to their cause.
You know it's screaming, motherfucker. Nobody can hear you.
I should have had a screaming moment. That would have been like, "Ah!"
A date? He told me he was doing an extra shift for Christmas money.
Well, I guess he was lying, kick asshole. Because
Kick
he went on a
asshole.
date
That's
with
actually
some
kind of
woman he
funny.
met online.
Look, why the fuck are we even talking about this?
I'm sorry I'm not able to
Who
give a
are
whole
you
lot of
people?
insight
How
about
do you
this because
know where I live?
I don't remember as much as I
Not exactly that.
imagine as much as this.
All we did was follow you home.
That was an audition line though. Is this Clouder's secret origin?
Once upon a time, there was a good cop in a bad city, and all the bad
And more absolute lies. I realize now. Does she know this? Because I feel like because this is like the actual plot.
Cop? I knew he would be.
This
something
is the
cool.
plot
This guy would
of
fight fucking Castle.
This is like Big Daddy's. Oh my god, I'm blanking. This is Big Daddy's origin in the movie.
No way. I'm not going to kill anybody.
And-
I'm supposed to be a fucking superhero.
Oh, kiss my ass. What is this?
Oh, I'm blanking
Silver Age?
again.
I'm
Goodness.
afraid we forgot our magic fucking hypno ring that turns bad guys into good guys.
Okay. Brain intact. I keep forgetting. Like that's like the origin for Big Daddy in the movie, but they changed it. They changed it from the comics to the movies for probably honestly to make him a little bit more likable. So he's not just like some asshole who decides to, oh, I'm gonna do something with my life, so I can feel like I'm not sad. He's literally doing this because he's bored with his life. Because he's doing this because he hates his life. He's putting his daughter through hell to turn. He's turning his daughter into a murder machine just so he can feel some sort of fun things about his life. Oh, this was actually a cool little moment. The whole little like scrolling thing, and then and then it keeps going, it's scrolling. Ah, I forgot his character's name, but clear it up. Tunk, and then it slows down to get more focus to everything. I'm actually really proud of this, because every panel's the same. It just keeps on going. I'm actually really proud of this one.
Polite society.
Right.
Listen, do us a favor and drop it into as many conversations.
And the fact that like the swear catches on is hilarious. Tunk. It's such a bad curse word. Tunk. This is funny to say. Tunk, 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 tunk.
Said he'd post my name on the
My
internet
God.
if we didn't join his team. I think he's blackmailing us.
Damn right that's blackmail. Tell him to go fuck himself. We're old school, dude.
Old school. Human life is precious. As he's literally planning like to murder them. I mean, granted, it's not. It's pretty hypocritical, but it's whatever.
Going to employ his fucking Vietnam-honed methods.
Who the hell does he think he is? Asking us to join his team anyway. He should be joining our damn team.
You really think they'd blow my secret ID?
Nah, they might be insane, but they're still superheroes. Why would he compromise another pro?
Because they're not superheroes. They're vigilantes. They're like they're anti-heroes of the highest degree. And then there's him being all secretive and
I
shit.
don't know if it was contact high from Red Mist's weed, or if I was just stressed out. But there was no way I was getting any sleep that night.
Oh, I remember what this scene is. I remember. This is such a weird fucking scene. Everything in this entire series is just weird.
Even the biggest badasses follow some kind of superhero code.
Suck my dick, you fucktard. Look at that faggoty outfit. Man, he looks even more gay than he looks on TV.
Asshole.
Man, those lines. Someone wrote that.
I have no idea why.
This stupid scene. And the fact that like this is the scene in the movie.
Katie Duma!
I've been kick-ass all along, and I'm not gay! Fuck you, dude. It's just so dumb.
Fuck.
Like, the fact that in the movie, this is the scene that gets the two of them together. She decides to date him. She decides to fuck him. All because he's been manipulating her the entire time. It's just so stupid. Oh my god, it's so quiet.
I'll tell you why we're doing this.
Is this...
Because you're the funniest dad in the world.
Oh, it's supposed to be funnest, not funniest. I just realized that was so damn quiet. Was I my audio editing that bad? Wow.
That's just fucking classic.
I know.
Or...
Our origin is we were bored.
Yeah.
You think they'll be angry when we turn them down?
Maybe. But I bet they'll get excited once we show them our plans. Remember that photo with all the
Team logos.
Got it right here.
I love how he's like putting all this effort in order to just betray them. It's just hilarious.
those guys from outer MySpace pages. Big Daddy and Hipkill could be our team's Wolverine.
I want to be our team's Wolverine.
Nah, you're the earnest one. I'm the jerky one. They're the guys who scare the shit.
The earnest ones, so these like Cyclops. The jokey one, so he's like Deadpool.
Watch the steps.
I hope we're using that karate chick too. Because I promised her she'd be in the initial lineup if we ever formed a team.
Man, did you see those pictures in
Ugh.
the photo section? She's just a fucking mess.
Oh shit. Oh, fucking suspenseful noises.
Hello, boys.
Oh yes.
What the fuck?
Help us kick ass.
Are you shitting me? This prick can't even help himself.
Biggest twist of the year.
Yep. My first impression was
Oh, I didn't do the Fade to Black again.
Mist was a cocksucker.
Get the fuck down.
Ow! What the hell did you do that for?
Are you really this stupid? Are you really this fucking dense?
He's John Genevieve's son, Kick-Ass.
And another twist.
Set up to flush out me and Dad.
Thank you.
You did good, Chris. I gotta admit, I thought you were nuts. But you really fucking delivered.
I told you it was worth the outfit in the car.
Oh man, the editing. I'm sorry it was so damn quiet. I really wish I realized when I was re-editing it because it's so damn quiet.
Not until you tell me why you and your daughter
I've been picking up.
my soul.
Ah man, Jay did such a good.
What's the fucking combination?
1, 2, 3, fuck you.
Ooh,
That actually hurt, you prick.
that was a fun little scene. I counted the bullets to figure out how many shots he took, and I don't even actually don't even think I got it right.
She's totally fucking
You motherfucker! You fucking piece of shit!
You got no one to blame but yourself.
These two actually honestly are like some of the best actors in this. Sorry to all of you, but like, these two talking, like the scene later in this episode is such a cool scene to watch because like, ooh, that kind of like that, like a little quick cut to black. Oh, and the horror music. This was honestly a fun episode to edit. Cause just listening to the conversation between Big Daddy and Johnny G, like the actors are just they're just so good at these characters. It's just fun to watch.
Chris, how many hits it took to knock you out, Kick-Ass? How the hell did you do that anyway? You a boxer or something?
No, I just got metal plates in my head. I was in the hospital a while back and they put them in during an operation.
I hate to do my own horn, but I am actually
Turns out he was pretty
I like listening to like how fucking scared I was, pretending to be how scared I was.
This spoiled brat with all his money.
I need a voice actor again, honestly. I found some cool auditions that I want to do, but
Guys for months, so he's in a really good mood right now. I'm pretty good at this shit. I told him I'd be able to track you guys.
Dude, please, what are you going to do to me?
Me? Oh, I'm just gonna watch.
uh,
This is Bobby Bull.
oh, I forgot another line in this scene because of course.
You tell him everything you know about them. Now, I know you don't know shit, but Dad likes being sure. And I'll be absolutely honest.
So gross. Such a gross fucking it's Mark Miller. Mark Miller writes weird things. As I do not sound in pain at
I'll tell you
all.
anything, dude. Anything you want to know.
Hell, this is just So, we don't start questions for another 10 minutes.
And he's fucking pissing himself.
Pardon me if I skip what came next, but I'm pretty sure we touched on this earlier. Also, the interrogation wasn't exactly my finest hour. I'd love to boast about my
I wish I had more like ability to like scream, because like I don't sound in pain. I sound like I'm being tickled. Because I made the sounds recently of me being tickled through someone. But that does not sound like I'm in pain.
Bitch was too busy crying about his little girl, couldn't even string 2 words together.
Well, his friend here said he used to be a cop. That make any sense? He said you guys killed his wife because he wouldn't play ball, and he and his kid escaped into hiding.
I don't remember any pissed off ex-cops.
Me neither.
Who the fuck are you working for, prick?
Jesus, this is insane. Just why I'm up again, Bobby. Stop the whole
And then the whole thing reveals.
What?
I wasn't a cop. I was a number cruncher for a credit company. A married to a wife who fucking hated me. Are you satisfied? I hated my friends. I hated my life. So I ran away with my baby girl and built my life.
Just...
I'm a fanboy, Dave. Just like you. Mindy died having no idea.
And Mindy... He believes Mindy's dead.
Bullshit.
Check the case. Combination code 2843.
I wonder if there's significance of 2843. Wow.
But why the fuck would some comic nerd come after me?
I'm surprised they actually got
sense.
actual pictures
why
of it.
Would you pick off my boys, asshole?
Oh, it's so quiet. I don't know if you guys can hear it because I barely can.
Yeah.
And that's his last words. His last words are him wishing.
Mr. Genovese, please listen to me.
His last words are him wishing that his girl,
and I've never even been in trouble before.
His little girl, had a special life, and dead.
Oh, you're sure as shit in trouble now, kiddo.
A plan formed. It wasn't genius, but it was all I had.
Stupid, I know. This blew people's eardrums.
You fucking pussy! You fucking girly piece of shit!
Oh, I just remembered.
You fucking loser! Use your
I'm gonna
fucking
turn
hands!
volume down a little bit. But when I first recorded this, I literally was like, "Hey, Mom, what if the neighbors hear me?" And they're like, "How about you just text them so you can warn them that you're gonna be screaming at the top of your lungs, and that you're not actually in danger, and that you're not yelling at anybody." And I did that, and they're like, "Okay, cool." And then I did it, and I'm pretty sure I did it multiple times after that, but no one actually was like worried about me. Because like it's like the sort of neighborhoods where like if you hear something, you mind your own damn business. You don't do anything else. 85% numb. Yeah, really, he doesn't really feel pain.
Let's see what you got now, motherfuckers.
And he's just so dumb.
That was a plan.
Those comic books mess with your mind, kid. You can't do this dumb shit in real life.
Nobody got that drive. Nobody got those badass moves. Nobody did all those motherfucking push-ups.
Except Alec Baldwin. If you guys know what I'm referencing, that's funny. Oh, this was actually interesting. I used a filter to make it actually look like it's like really dark.
Where's the goddamn light switch? Fuck.
I saw you die, you little bitch. I saw you take 100 bullets.
I got Kevlar down to my underoos, dickhead.
Oh, the murder. Love that.
But your dad, he said he made the whole thing up. Oh God, haven't you seen what they did to him?
Finish the job, mourn later. Right now we've got work to do. John Genovese, I hope you made your peace with God.
I realize now, like, iMovie has filters for their things, so it bugs me that I didn't actually do that for that line right there. I learned how to do that in Audacity, and for some reason I didn't do it for that line there.
Bump it. Okay. Now let's get up there and kick some fucking ass.
Oh. Oh, and then the directly into the episode. This was a good music. This was good songs for it. Condition Red. Oh, such a good name for the episode. Because I feel like when they introduced in Condition Red, I felt like that was perfect.
Okay, I want you stand between me and them, and the whole gang shooting the second those doors open. Chris, go lock yourself in the bathroom.
But Dad.
Now.
What are you doing?
Activating Condition Red. Dad gave me this for emergencies instead of giving me
The strength of 10 men.
Is that cocaine?
I'm surprised they didn't do this in the movie.
It's a super secret.
They didn't like. Well, granted, it'd be giving him like a 10-year-old cocaine, so probably not. Probably not the best idea to have that in the movie. Granted, it's a comic book movie, but still not good.
Here they come. You ready for this?
Hell yeah. They fried my fucking testicles, hit girl.
Good point.
This was another moment where I counted the bullets, so I can make sure that like it was accurate, quote unquote. And then flamethrower.
For my dad and your ball. Johnny, come on, we gotta get back here. That's right, run, you guinea fud.
How does a 10-year-old girl get her hands on a flamethrower?
eBay. Now.
Casually just drop in. eBay. Going back into daily conversation.
Which, according to Dad's old floor
I think when I first
What about you?
When I first was thinking about this episode,
It's fucking clobbering.
I was half tempted to
Oh my god.
I was half tempted to have Bonfire by Childish Gambino be the song, but obviously since I do not have that, I couldn't do that.
Chris Genovese! Get your ass out here, you cowardly little shit!
What the fuck? What the hell am I doing? Hiding from you. You're fucking asshole with a stick, fuck's sake.
Yeah, and I'm gonna smash your goddamn brains in!
Oh, I remember I planned these lines for a while, but like, okay, how am I gonna say these? Because when I was younger, and not even when I was younger, when I would like read these, like I think it wasn't for this comic specifically, but for a lot of other comics, I would read them and like voice them to myself. Like I would pretend to like voice act. I used to like voice act my comics for a long time before I ended up doing this, and I did that while I was doing Kick-Ass for this scene.
Swear to God, I heard something coming.
Holy shit, Murray.
Hey, there's Morgan again.
The fuck up.
Ah. Ooh. I'm actually proud of how I was able to make these fight scenes, because you can only do so much with like comics and still images.
10-year-old kid, for Christ's sakes.
But I think I was actually able to do pretty well for some of these.
Not so clever now, huh? You stupid little skank.
Hey girl, what's going on in there?
I don't know what your old man put inside your head, but little kids can't fight.
About a lot more than that shit about my guy.
Bigger. Grown-ups are stronger.
Ooh.
Grown-ups are meaner.
So pick on someone your own size.
What the fuck?
Take it easy, boys. He doesn't have the balls.
And oh, this little. I should have done like the fucking what the heck was it? The Kill Bill sound. And bang. Now he doesn't have the balls.
Oh my sweet Virgin Mary. He shot me in the fucking tongue.
And that for some reason caught on.
Tunk you, asshole.
I can't believe how fast that shit caught on.
Thanks for the guns, bitches.
Oh, I just realized there's a dude puking in the back. I didn't even realize that was a thing. Oh, I remember just like copying and pasting so many different gun sounds just to get like all the carnage and all like the cacophony of just bullets. This is like weird, strangely beautiful. Just like seeing her like with her mask finally off, and her just like finally dropping the persona of Hit Girl. Oh man. And Arvella's like delivery of that line is heartbreaking. It's so good.
34 stiffs were found in that building, and just
This,
like
I think, is the best episode because it's just, I think it's the best edited, the best voice acted,
cops knew
and like the
something was
music's
going
on
on,
point.
but
It also has
the
my
word
favorite
online
scene
was
on
they
this.
actually kind of liked it. Hit Girl and Me became a legend on those forums.
Oh yeah, more
We were
legendary
Batman
stuff.
with Robin, Green Arrow and Speedy, Wonder Woman, and that dykey-looking chick she used to hang out with.
They changed the line in like the actual comic, and that's good because that's not a good line.
Wanted to be Mindy McCready for
And
a while,
then
so
her
we tracked
mother
down
is
Mom,
alive.
stopped searching, gave her back the baby she was missing. Mrs. McCready had even married the investigating officer.
Oh yeah, and this leads him directly into Hit Girl.
She finally got to do all
It's
the
interesting
things
considering
little
Hit Girl
girls
came
are
out
supposed to
after
do.
Kick-Ass
Never
2,
raised her hand in violence
but
again.
it's considered book
Well,
2
except for that one time
out of
at her
4.
school when those idiots tried to start some shit.
Oh yeah.
Lunch money, bitch. Are you deaf, you little freak? He said give us your fucking money.
But the less said about that, the better.
The best scene in this goddamn thing.
The biggest asshole in the world.
Yes.
Ended up getting laid.
Dave?
Oh boy.
Can I ask you something?
Sure, Katie. What's up?
I wasn't sure if I should say this or not.
I'm getting like nervous
A
bits
little while back,
just from like
this
watching
guy
this because I
showed up
know
at my
what's
house and was
happening.
Yelling that he wasn't gay. That wasn't you, was it?
I love her.
Seems
She's
like
not
an
even
idiot
talking about the fact like,
asking, but-
wait, he also said he was
Actually,
kick-ass. We're not going to talk about that.
It was.
Nola does such a
What?
good job with this.
I'm not gay. I made the whole thing up.
Shut up.
Seriously, I can't believe I'm even saying this out loud, but what the hell? Maybe it's time you heard the truth. I love you, Katie.
The music.
The last thing I think
Oh.
about is that. The first thing I think of when I wake up in the
Oh,
morning.
the fucking
I knew I wasn't
beautiful,
good enough to be your
loving,
But if you
heartfelt
being
music
your
as
best
he's
friend,
telling
you
how
get to
much
know
he
me,
loves her,
well,
as he's confessing that he was manipulating her the entire time.
The truth is, I couldn't be less
gay
gay
if I've tried.
Isn't this the
Ah,
part where
yes.
you're supposed to say you feel exactly the same way?
Fuck you!
Oh, that was a mistake, wasn't it?
You manipulative little prick! How dare you make a fool of me like this?
Everything okay here, Katie?
No, Carl. Everything is not okay. I want you to kick the shit out
This
of
is-
this sleazebag asshole!
Katie, please! I actually think I might be slightly autistic and...
My pleasure.
Huh?
Yes! Best
Okay.
scene of this.
Maybe
It's
not.
just getting jacked in the fucking face. He deserves that so hard. Oh, this scene.
What the hell?
Oh God, it's my son.
Ugh.
Dave. I'd like you to meet Lucille. Lucille's the
Yeah, this is
who lost her
again interesting thing that they put in this this comic.
a few months back.
But yeah, it's fine.
She and I have been a tremendous support for each other lately, and she's.
It is kind of interesting they actually kind of tied that back into
Nice to meet you too, Lucille.
and they've actually met each other, and he knows that
I
too.
promised Marty I'd play World of Warcraft with him, and I'm already 10 minutes late. By the time I got home,
Oh, I included this in my demo reel for that was fun times.
Solo in my life.
But it is actually a fair
And I'm
fair
ashamed
thing to
admit
include.
I whacked off at that picture while crying some nights. But don't feel too
Such
sorry
a
for me.
gross
We've gone
character.
from loser
Such a
to
gross
cultural
character.
phenomenon in the space of 6 months. Superheroes are where you used to hide because real life was dull. But now life is just as cool as anything happening to Peter Parker or Scott Summers.
Peter Parker is not the best example when you're talking about how cool the character, how cool their life is. And Peter Parker is literally created to be the most tragic character of them all. He's Spider-Man. He loses everyone. I play Spider-Man. I know this shit. I literally like torture this dude.
Something special going on upstairs?
You can read about it in tomorrow's paper.
Oh, love how cocky he is. And credits. When I heard this song, like this is like I realized how like perfect. Oh, when I used to go by Ethan J. McCabe, when I used to be like want to be like a big time actor, I really wanted Ethan J. McCabe to be my name, because like whole Samuel Jackson sort of thing. Or Bella. Great actress. Oh, I forgot when he used to go by Gentleman Wolf. He goes by Michelangelo now, but I forgot that was his name. Ruben. I know if it's or J or G or something, but he was good. He was great. Jade. Oh, Jade was perfect with Johnny G. Perfect Johnny G. Noah, Lucas, and Alex. I have fun with you. I don't know why I included these characters, included those two as those two there. I think I just didn't want to have like the dad go alone. All these characters. And all my extras too. Oh, I think it's probably because it was all extras too. Like those weren't like repeating characters. Those are the only repeating characters. Man, the characters, the people the fact that there's like so many people here that I don't talk to anymore, but it's still funny. EMC Pictures presents. I'm so proud of EMC Pictures. Kick ass, the comic shop, and of course. And of course, because it's a superhero thing, we have the post-credit scene. I feel like I knew this ever since I had this. I'm like, I need to have this as a post-credit scene. It has to be.
Sad and alone. My friends and I are going to find out who you are and fuck you.
And more setup for what the heck is it? More setup for the next two things.
Should have anticipated this when you start this stupid cut crap. It's not just heroes who appear in those books. And everyone loves the bad guy. It's a great.
I actually really like how this scene turned out.
Wait till I get a load of
me. And then, oh, that felt good. And now we go into Hit Girl. I'm going to turn this up a little bit more, just so you guys hear it a little bit more. Oh! I forgot. Let me turn... Oh, shoot.
5-year-old.
No! Crap! Okay. We're going to ignore all that. But, yeah, we have here... I forgot I redid the disclaimer because I kind of realized who actually owns Hit Girl. Because it's like we have Mark Miller, John Romita Jr., Image Comics, and Marvel Comics isn't really involved in it, but it's like Miller World. Miller World owns these because like that's Mark Miller's publishing company. It was actually really fun having to reread the new thing.
John Romita Jr., Image Comics, and Miller World. Please support the official release. Hit Girl is
Oh, the disclaimer looks so much better.
There are sexual themes, heavy violence, and many uses of swears and slurs.
Oh no! What the fuck? What the hell's the red line under there? Why didn't I realize that? Oh, that's just embarrassing. Oh, that's just funny. That's embarrassing, but that's funny. Oh man. Oh.
What's the matter, you little prick? Talk. Just fucking talk.
I can't. I don't know a thing. I swear to God, I don't fucking know.
Okay, pick him up. Let's give this idiot one
last chance. Right. I'm fine talking about this, but that's Ray, one of my good friends and a director of mine. But one of the reasons why Hit Girl took so long is because the original voice actor for that character, that unfortunately took a while, and I had to replace them sadly. The voice actor was great though, so it was really a shame that I had to replace them.
Even a fucking loser and his mother's pantyhose can understand it. You're going to die here, kid. Either tell us where we can find Kick-Ass.
I feel like it is really interesting seeing like the difference in like how I edited these movies and how I edited Kick-Ass. Because this was like 2 years. This was like 2 to 3 years later.
I promise you, I've never even met Kick-Ass. I
want to do comics. I want to do comics if I can. It's so fun like watching these.
We are not friends.
And I made these. I'm actually really proud of these. And I really want to make some more of these again. I have some planned. I do have some planned. No superhero stuff yet, but I do have some planned.
I promised you on my grandmother's life. Please.
Oh, the voice actor for Silver Beetle, who's not dead.
Fuck.
Well, not the voice actor, but the character.
Michael? You almost ruined my shoes. You fucking animal.
Apologies.
I think that was me.
What do we do now?
I don't know. Hang around the bad areas and try to.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't me. Michael wasn't me.
Must be somebody who knows who these two tot suckers really are.
Ah, yes. Sink into it, the purple for Hit Girl. I'm really proud. It's such a cool Nice color. And it's very reminiscent of old Kick-Ass. An oath to truth and justice. The music is really nice.
Where the body of a second real-life superhero has been found with a fatal gunshot wound in the early hours of this morning. Thurman Rice, the self-styled Silver Beetle, was the assistant manager of a local video store and described by friends as shy and helpful. A spokesman for the real-life
Marcus.
superhero
Marcus is actually... I've read the rest of Hit Girl, and Marcus is actually such an interesting, cool character. Like, short end of the stick, man, in the movies. Marcus is such a good character. Oh, the voice actress for Hit Girl's mom. Such a great girl. Such a great woman. Love her.
I've packed your things for hockey practice this afternoon.
They never come into the hockey practice, I
6
realize.
months ago, my days would have started with a meat smoothie and 100 chin-ups. Mornings could be anything from stunt driving to knife throwing. Afternoons usually written exercises.
Man, I'm really saddened by the fact that I had to cancel Hit Girl, but some of the things that went wrong behind the scenes mostly was actually just like it took so long for specific voice actors to get me lines, and some voice actors just straight up didn't give me lines. So to the point where like I couldn't replace them because I'd have to redo this episode if I replaced them. I'm not gonna say who,
and he was
but
absolutely right.
I would have to redo everything, and I didn't have the time, I didn't have the energy, I didn't have the motivation, and but I'm glad I was able to get this out. I'm really glad I was able to get this out.
Where I don't have a little cry and thank him for what he instilled in me.
Have fun at school today, Mindy.
Thanks, Marcus.
Wow,
And I wasn't able to do more with Marcus. I'm sad.
Did you buy them yourself?
No,
But
my mom bought them
c'est
for
la vie.
me. I was worried they were a little old-fashioned.
Oh, the voice
but
actress for
it's really
Debbie's
cool you
just
like
so
them, Debbie.
good.
I'm
She,
being sarcastic, you dumb whore.
she's so,
You
just
look like something a
so
5-year-old would wear.
cutting with her words. It's just so good.
I love my mom. She's the sweetest
Oh,
woman
and
in the world.
Arvella.
I'm
Arvella's
so happy to have me back.
Arvella
after
does
all
such a
this
good
time.
job in this scene.
I love my
Just
stepfather. Marcus is a good cop in a crooked department, and was a rock for my mom in those years I was missing.
if you guys are able to, I'd definitely recommend reading it because this is definitely better, I think, than the first Kick-Ass. Because it does focus a little bit more on like Hit Girl and her family, and there is some Kick-Ass in this, as you will see in a second. I think I actually had a lot of fun voicing Kick-Ass again. That was actually really fun. There's these two idiots in the back.
I thought you'd retire.
Are you nuts? I was just lying low till the heat died down. But those coaster-noster pricks are getting organized again. I say we get out there as soon as it gets dark and start banging.
It's
heads
interesting that she
together,
calls him
yeah?
Kick-Ass while in school, like just casually.
About him, he isn't stupid. He's figured out who I am. But as long as he thinks I've hung up my cape, he isn't going to give us any shit.
Isn't he gonna be watching you like a hawk?
It's interesting. I remember when I actually first started this is even like with Hit Girl. It's like with Kick-Ass. I was like having conversations with my mom, being like, "This is something I think I could really do. This is something I think I can interesting." Because I really considered I considered this for a long time. I made the teaser like years ago, and I was just like slowly trying to build it up from there. I think the teaser was the first thing I made that I made the casting call, and this was just it's just such a great time. I think I'm really glad I started all this because like it's kind of it pushed me onto the path of like voice acting and content creation, and it's honestly just been an amazing journey, and I'm really happy I've been able to create these sort of things because it gives me something to do for one thing besides just watch TV all the time. And while I do like watching TV, it is fun to have something differently to do.
We belong in the deep end. Besides, how
And also getting to voice Kick-Ass again was actually really cool.
OMG.
I kind of like understand like coming back to to the world like compared to like different kind of
used to dressing kids, but seriously.
I think like I kind of understand like why actors are like so like sentimental with some of their roles because like this was like my first role. Technically, it was just so much fun. I love doing it.
You're terrible, Debbie.
I forgot. That's me. That's me doing that voice because I was not able to get anyone else. I just like pitched my voice like naturally, like, "You're terrible, Debbie Foreman," and then I pitched my voice even higher, like digitally, and it's just so funny. But this is a nice scene.
Can I handle these bitches?
And then someone like the
I don't mean any disrespect,
this was a great scene.
Nephew be full of shit. I saw
Mostly because like I
last night, and there's
love the
no
music in
way
the
they
scene.
could
I chose good
bury
music for this.
Johnny's soldiers. Some of those geeks could barely climb a flight of stairs.
And then,
It's possible.
the voice actor for Johnny G. Not Johnny G. This is Ralphie G. This is Ralphie Genovese. She's so good. It's just such a. I love Ralphie as a character and as a villain because he's, well, for one thing, he's in jail, so he can't do anything, but he just has this underlying presence across the entire comic. He's this intimidating, terrifying character, and you barely see him. Like, you don't see Ralphie again fully until like issue 4. You barely see him, but he's there constantly. It's a character that you can feel his presence in every single evil act in the comic, but he's not there physically because he orchestrated every single thing. He's a great villain. I love Ralphie. Hit Girl is honestly a better comic. Oh goodness. I think I have a visitor.
Fettuccine Alfredo plus a nice ham-baked Lombardia bread.
What is Lombardia bread? I wonder.
Just the way you like it.
I wonder who heard that. Anyways, we're not gonna talk about that.
Tell the guards I'll be finished late. Tell them to serve the others when I'm done.
Oh, such a great scene. I forgot what's left in this.
Hey man.
Oh yeah, this scene. I love this scene.
Sorry, dude. What if I could, but I haven't really got anything.
What am I talking about? I love these scenes. I barely know these scenes.
Millionaires. How can you afford a Batmobile if you don't have any money?
I don't actually have stuff like that. Seriously, all I've got's a couple bucks for my subway home tonight.
So, give me that.
I don't know why they have this scene. Has this scene? Just like, I guess like having more character to kick ass, but I don't know.
Walk home for a change.
I can't believe I'm doing this. It's like I'm getting mugged.
Dude, you are a hero. This is beautiful.
If I come back here and catch you with a beer, I'm gonna be really fucking pissed off.
He climbs through. This scene's just. I used that. I realized I used that sound effect before. I recognized that.
A scarf and a winter coat? Are you kidding me?
What are you talking about? It's freezing out there.
So wear layers, asshole. You see the Punisher in a hat when it's cold? Any vulnerabilities are a psychological disadvantage for a
Psychological
superhero.
disadvantage.
Besides, you should be proud of your costume.
I am proud. It's just my nuts were freezing up.
I fucking love that line. I am proud. This is my nuts were freezing off. I'm proud of that delivery too. It's such a funny line.
Every time we made a bus, we'd give half the cash to charity and spend the rest on crime fighting equipment. We used to scan the papers.
And more humanizing of the characters since they gave it to charity. Why? Best thing you can do to be a murderer, give your shit to charity. I realize this is actually like the longest episode out of all of them because this is like 14 minutes long, and like the longest episode of Kick-Ass was like 12 minutes. It was interesting. Forgot about this. I like dream shit. And it's me voicing.
But it looks like you won't be going home tonight.
Likewise, asshole.
Bang bang. Look through like the very chunky arm because there's a pistol in there. Ah man.
Your dad was a pretty cool guy, huh?
I feel like I know I didn't have much of a vision for like this, for like the comics, but I know the one plan that I had was that at the very end of the comic, Hit Girl goes on like a rampage in Death Row, basically sticking a gun to each of the prisoners and like killing all the prisoners. My one plan was to have like the 1812 overture, like bang, every time it was like there was a cannon shot, it would switch to a new scene of Hit Girl executing another one of the members, and that was the one plan I had for the end. I think it's just because like, oh, what the heck? This was it basically could be like this, so it wasn't really that inspired, so it's not really something I really wanted to do. But this was actually kind of cool scene.
God, this journey couldn't be any cooler. I, Kick-Ass, do solemnly swear.
It was like some Batman Robin shit. I just realized, like in like Dark Victory.
What the hell?
Oh.
Easy, Mum. No one's gonna hurt you. We're only here to pick up my comic books and some of the old statues of it.
This was a good scene. This was a cool
Stay in
scene.
bed, and everything will be cool.
Chris, what are you doing? Why are you wearing those clothes?
Things are changing, Mum. There's a sociological Darwinism going on. Criminals
Darwinism.
like Dad don't stand a chance anymore. I'm the first of the new breed. And this is the uniform that separates me from the herd out there.
He's
Do
like,
you like it?
this is like a I'm 14 and this is Dave sort of thing, like the things that he's saying.
Well, you're still in shock and you need to come home.
I come back home, and that little bitch will carve me up like she carved up Dad. I'm staying with friends until I get up.
Hood 1 and 2. I got actors for Hood 1 and 2, and it's a shame I wasn't able to have them shown.
That's why I'm putting the game.
I am forever sad that I will not be able to get Hit Girl off the ground, but I know I won't. I will never get the motivation for it.
Just walking and
I do apologize for that. I will always apologize for that.
I'm the one that should be giving orders.
Chris, please. You're going to get hurt.
I'm a supervillain, Mum. I hurt other people. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's time to commit the first super crime.
Oh my god, that's so blurry. Oh. I forgot that's the end of the episode. That was so abrupt. Funny. Anyways. Yeah. Yeah. EMC Pictures presents. No! No! What the What? Oh, that is embarrassing. I thought I fixed that. Why did no one tell me this? Why did no one tell me that I got the ending outro wrong? And I can't fix it too. Oh, so one of the things that went wrong is that my iMovie glitched and I lost everything. All the files that I had before like this month, gone. Everything gone. So I can't go back and fix this. Oh, that's embarrassing. That is so embarrassing. Oh, that's just horrible to look at. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. I didn't even realize. Oh, that's so embarrassing. All right. Yeah. I guess that's the end. Yeah, give me just a moment. So, everybody, that was my director's commentary of Kick-Ass the Comic Dub and Hit Girl the Comic Dub, or as I saw, Kick-Ass the Comic Dub. That's still so embarrassing, and I'm so sorry you had to see that. I can't believe I didn't fix that. I thought I did fix that. That's, whatever. So, first, I'd like to thank you all so much for getting me to 750 subscribers. The fact that I've actually reached that milestone, the fact that I'm reaching milestones like that is insane. The fact that you guys are actually willing to subscribe and be interested in more content is also insane, and I thank you so much for that. Thank you all for watching this dumb commentary of me talking for an hour and a half about these projects that I love, this whole thing that I love. I'm just forever grateful, and thank you all so much. I hope you have a great day. I hope whoever's here sticks around to see what's to come. I have some really great plans. If you watch the update video, I have some plans for the future already, but thank you all so much, and I will see you all some other time. Or you'll hear my voice, or you'll see my content, or you'll do whatever you want to keep updated with me if you decide to. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys.